So the basis of how humans communicate has come from being ignorant, selfish, biased, and
ignorant, biased, selfish.
Let's go back. From our perspective, we pretty much all agreed through this project that bias, prejudice, ignorance, and selfishness have now become the basis of how we communicate.
Correct.
yes.
We're sitting here working on a project about communicating in a multicultural society and world.
Mm-hmm.
And it's caused us like a lot of emotional upset
Yes, it has.
while we've been doing this project.
Especially since we are working in a obviously multicultural
Group.
Totally.
that it seems like this topic definitely hits home for
All of us.
at least all of us.
At the very least.
At the very least.
Basis of everybody's reality.
Yes.
Everybody needs 3 different things to confirm the truth now. You can't have hearsay anymore. You can't look at one source and say, okay, this is the truth. You have to go find that information in 3 or 4 different places to find the truth.
To make sure that is solidified, because there are such things such as Photoshop that have been created that can manipulate and forge a possible truth that people are looking for.
With diversity, with the internet and diversity, there's so much of it out there that I almost feel like people are losing like their sense of reality, and they're like, I could just be anything, anytime, anywhere, ever. It's the internet. So I think, we just need to cover our points. Let's just spit at diversity. Instantly, I'm instantly there. Diversity. Let's go internet.
Is
Let's go
another
internet.
human, living, breathing human being
Who has feelings too.
that, while their feelings might not be similar, you both have the same chemical composition, the same molecular composition. You are, in a sense, you are the same, but you are entirely different. Well,
Indeed.
while
Indeed.
strange as it may be, hearing it in such a way, it makes perfect sense that me and you, when you look at us at a molecular level, we are exactly the same. If you look at us appearance level,
Totally different.
we are drastically different.
Right.
Then you can think about how me being a girl and like you guys seeing me as like a bro kind of fits into that, because gender is a huge part of being diverse and being different, but we kind of all have the same playing field.
Yeah.
Into that model,
But is that model a utopia or not? Because honestly, that's like in an ideal world. Like, are people ever really gonna like put themselves out of the way enough to follow that?
Who knows? But we put ourselves out of the way enough to create something close to it.
Yeah.
And
You
now
dig me?
we have created it, or we have not entirely created it, but we seem to have just we have surfaced it. We have
Discovered it, as the word discover means. Let's go multiculturalist.
Oof.
You kind of covered it. Like what you were just saying, like
You have to accept other views, and if you don't, then you are falling prey to what has come very clear to many of us, that bias, prejudice, so on and so forth is running rampant in society, for they cannot go past the acceptance of diversity.
you cannot.
Everybody strives to be normal, but there is no normality, and that is the problem.
Right.
So that everybody wants to be this alleged normal that people seem to perceive, but everybody's different. No matter what, there's no person, as we've stated, there's not one person in this entire planet that will be the exact same as you.
No way.
So how can you say that there's a normality? normality, that must mean that there are an abundance of
The same.
the same
The
thing.
sameness.
the same
The
thing.
sameness.
Yeah, similarity. Just
An
something.
abundance of similarity.
But if you're not a multiculturalist and you don't embrace the different societies and what all of these different people have to bring to the table, then you can't develop your emotional intelligence. Like you can't get any better at managing yourself or managing your relationships because you're so stuck on staying within your norm, whatever
Yes.
that happens to be.
So basically, being aware of diversity can either help or hinder our communication. And being
Yes.
emotionally intelligent about the reality of diversity can make our communication more effective.
Yes. If you being aware of diversity, you either have to be accepting of it, and by doing that, you can easily propel forward because you put everything to aside and you just bring out the strengths, or you can use it as a practically indestructible barrier from connecting, saying, oh, this person isn't like me in these few ways, so I'm just gonna completely block what they say and just say, oh, everything that you're saying is invalid, everything that you're saying is just wrong. This is how it actually is. And that ties in with ignorance.
Serious.
Ignorance and bias.
And prejudice.
Prejudice.
And being
Selfishness.
selfish.
Yeah.